Legends rarely speak of moments like this, yet the annals of the Martial God Asura whisper of one, a palace drenched in blood and fury, where Ya Fei's crimson smile masked cruelty sharper than any blade. In the heart of this torment, Chu Feng endures, body racked by the insidious soul-eating insects. Each bite a scream, his lips refuse to voice. And yet, even as despair tightens its grip, a spark stirs, three lightning, slumbering within his veins, awakening with a hunger of its own. In Martial God Asura, chapter 623, chapter 6 and 24, the storm is not outside but within, and the next act of vengeance may come from a power that even the fiercest enemies cannot anticipate. Who will claim mastery over fate when the lightning of life itself rises? Listen closely, for the tale I'm about to recount is one of unbearable torment, of cunning foes, and of power awakening in the crucible of pain. Imagine a grand palace, still and silent, yet heavy with a sense of looming peril. In this quiet, the air itself seems to tremble with malice. A chilling laugh echoed, sharp and sly, as Ya Fei's beautiful face twisted with a sudden, fearsome gleam. With but a single thought, the spirit formation surrounding her flared to life. From Chu Feng's bloodied wound, countless soul-eating insects surged forth, burrowing into him as if guided by a cruel will. The pain that erupted in his body was a tempest beyond words. A suffering that seared through bone and marrow, the kind that shakes even the strongest of hearts. Yet, through grit and sheer resolve, Chu Feng endured. Sweat poured down his face, his body shivering under the relentless assault, yet his gaze burned with defiance. That venomous woman would pay. If he survived, she would not escape the reckoning. Ya Fei's voice was ice-laced with poison. You can endure much, but soon, these soul-eating insects will devour you entirely. You will become nothing but a puppet to my will. And yet, I brought you here not solely for vengeance. Your prior skills, they intrigue me. Perhaps secret skills lie within you. We shall see, after I finish with you. Her crimson lips curved into a cruel smile as she continued, drawing closer. The intent was seduction, but to Chu Feng, danger was the only thing present. No allure, only the threat of death. Before I end you, there is one more task, she purred. I shall catch the girl little fishy through you. Such a unique being, her power must be studied. Perhaps her fragile body cannot withstand my methods, but that matters little. Even if I cannot harness her power, her demise will remove one obstacle. Geniuses are troublesome. Fewer are always preferable. Her hand, as delicate as jade, lashed out suddenly, striking Chu Feng's cheek with a sharp bam. A vivid red imprint bloomed across his face, and she raised her palm once more, fury unspent, ready to continue the assault. Yet fate intervened. From beyond the palace doors, a rhythmic knocking resounded, dong dong dong, halting the violence in its tracks. A spirit formation door shimmered into existence, and through it strode a martial lord, one of Ya Fei's subordinates. Panic etched her features. Lady Ya Fei, the monster has appeared again. It attacks our people. Ya Fei's eyes glimmered with sudden bloodlust. So it seeks revenge? Well, I have revenge of my own to exact. She paused, casting a final venomous glance at Chu Feng. You may think you have a chance to escape once I leave, but this place is no sanctuary. The soul-eating insects will soon enslave your body. When I return, you will obey me utterly, and the first act I will force upon you is the destruction of your manhood. You desire dignity? You shall have none. Such is the fate of those who oppose me. Her laughter, cruel and unrestrained, lingered as she departed with her subordinate, leaving the vast palace empty except for Chu Feng, trapped and seared by the insects within. The insects gnawed relentlessly, their strength unnatural. Chu Feng's power was restrained, and his body threatened to betray him entirely. But hope came in a whisper. Eggy, silent until now, reminded him, Chu Feng, do not sit idle. Call upon the divine lightning within you. Let it shatter your bonds and purge the insects. In that instant, understanding struck like a blade. He had been focused only on enduring the pain, but the divine lightning, his true power, might yet save him. A deep breath, a grinding of teeth, and Chu Feng poured every ounce of his being into awakening the three lightning coursing through his veins. Roar! The energy exploded from within, like sovereign kings opening their eyes, their might consuming the soul-eating insects as though they were mere shadows. Any that dared touch the lightning were instantly obliterated, leaving no trace of resistance. The insects recoiled, shrieking in panic, fleeing as a cat scatters mice. Though some managed to escape and hide within the palace, the majority were consumed in a storm of divine wrath. Chu Feng exhaled, his body trembling but unbroken. "Ha! If only I could master this fully," he muttered. The three lightning had merged into his very blood, becoming inseparable from his being. Unlike the divine lightning trapped in his dantian, this power was no longer separate. It was him, fused with every sinew and vein, his strength redefined. The taste of relief was tempered by the knowledge that mastery was still beyond him. But the first step had been taken. The storm within him raged silently, ready to rise again when the moment demanded. And thus, in that grand palace, under the shadow of despair and treachery, Chu Feng's legend continued, his spirit unbroken, his power awakening, and the dance of fate growing ever more perilous. In the shadowed halls of the palace, a storm brewed, not of wind or rain, but of power beyond comprehension. Chu Feng felt it coursing within him. The three lightning, wild and untamed, each pulse alive with its own will. He could borrow their strength, yes, let it surge through his veins, heightening his cultivation, but control it, that was a different matter entirely. These forces were like living beings, independent and defiant. He had merely awakened them. The soul-eating insects, writhing and ravenous, were being purged not by his hand, but by the lightning itself. Yet, he knew with certainty, this was only a fraction of their potential. If one day he could master their entirety, the heavens themselves would tremble at his might. But now was not the time for contemplation. Chu Feng's body still bore the cruel bindings of the spirit formation rope, fetters that sapped his strength and threatened to spill his blood in vain. A rank 5 martial lord had left these shackles, not insurmountable, but formidable. And yet, he was not without hope. Ya Fei, brimming with arrogance, had tied him carelessly, confident that her simple knots could hold him. With patience and precision, Chu Feng worked tirelessly, each movement a dance of power and will, until finally the ropes gave way and he reclaimed his freedom. "Damn it," he muttered, surveying the grand doors of the palace. A double-layered trap, a physical barrier outside, a spirit formation inside, and yet a hidden password entwined within. The walls themselves radiated strength, impervious to ordinary assault, as if forged by the hands of a world spiritist of the highest order. Spirit power failed him. Even the door he had just approached revealed no secrets under his scrutiny. It was a fortress of deception and mastery, one he could neither penetrate nor understand, at least not yet. Then a spark of hope. "Heaven's eyes," he whispered, invoking the legendary pulse-searching method. Instantly, his vision transformed. Sharp, unyielding brilliance cut through the shadows. Patterns invisible to the ordinary eye unfolded before him like threads of fate. His gaze became a weapon, a double-edged blade of insight. To those of equal cultivation, it would sow fear and hesitation. To the weaker, it was death incarnate. But its true gift lay in perception. The ability to see that which lay hidden, to unravel what had been carefully concealed. Through the piercing clarity of the heaven's eyes, the palace revealed its secrets. Hidden symbols shimmered into view, forming the intricate lattice of a spirit formation. The door he had thought simple was but a veil. The true barrier lay beyond. Yet, even with this revelation, mastery eluded him. The formation's complexity exceeded his current skill. The path forward existed, yes, but he could not yet grasp it. Escape remained tantalizingly out of reach. Anger and fear coiled within him. "Will I truly perish at that wretched hand?" he thought, his pulse quickening. Even the most disciplined heart wavers in the face of death, and Chu Feng's was no exception. The return of Ya Fei meant annihilation. There was no mercy in her wrath. Yet the unknown presented a sliver of hope, a chance that might be seized. A sudden shift, a subtle disturbance at the spirit formation door. Light flickered, and the seal began to yield. Chu Feng's eyes narrowed, instinct sharpening. He leapt aside, ready for either friend or foe. The possibilities churned in his mind. If it was Ya Fei, he faced certain death. But if it were someone else, perhaps a powerful ally from the immortal Execution Archipelago, then a window of opportunity appeared, faint but real. The air shimmered as the formation swirled, the brilliance intensifying. Then a familiar, joyful cry pierced the tension. "Ya!" A small figure burst through the portal, landing lightly upon the palace floor. Chu Feng froze, his eyes widened in disbelief. Little fishy? He exclaimed, hardly daring to trust his sight. The tiny figure bounded forward, laughter ringing like bells through the cavernous hall. Big brother, little fishy has found you. La la la. She twirled, carefree and radiant, spinning in joy with arms wide, a living spark of innocence amidst the shadowed halls of danger. But the moment of delight shattered instantly. From the palace's darkened corners, an ominous hiss rose. A tide of black forms, writhing and relentless. Chu Feng's heart sank, soul-eating insects. The same horrors that had tested him before, now drawn to the tiny, vulnerable figure of Little Fishy. Despite their previous fear of him, they saw her as prey. Little Fishy, run! His voice was sharp, urgent, every muscle coiled, every breath a strike of resolve. He surged forward, the azure dragon dashing technique propelling him through the air, black tortoise armor bolstering his defenses. Lightning coiled about him, pressure radiating outward as he prepared to strike. Every step, every motion was a battle against death itself, a clash of fury and determination. In that moment, the palace became a crucible of survival. Power, innocence, and malevolent force collided. Chu Feng's resolve hardened. He would not allow the darkness to claim her. Not now. Not ever. The three lightning pulsed within him, responding to his will, as he raced to intercept the creeping swarm, ready to unleash devastation and protect the fragile light that was Little Fishy. The tale of life and death, of cunning formations and untamed energy, had reached its crescendo. Chu Feng, standing amid swirling light and shadow, faced the true test of his strength, wits, and heart. And the legends of martial prowess, of the boundless spirit of cultivation, pressed down upon him like the weight of the heavens themselves.